I chose to go to Ojai, California for a fall day trip in November. Over the years, Ojai became increasingly on my radar. It took about 2 hours for the Sunday morning drive. My first stop was Ojai Donut Shop, where I got my first ever concha, plus a crumb donut and a tiger tail. Then I went to the Westridge IGA market on the east side of town, where I love the fall harvest atmosphere. I got a lemon cream pound cake and a pumpkin bite. Then I went to the Midtown Westridge Market, where I did not enjoy their fall atmosphere as much, but I still enjoyed it. Ultimately, I got a cinnamon roll and a cinnamon coffee cake flavored piece of fudge. Next, I went to Kate's Bread, a 5-star bakery on Google Maps, which is actually a bread kitchen located in a private home. Unfortunately, she was not open. I really wanted to try her morning buns. Then I realized, hey, maybe she's at the farmer's market. Then I went to the farmer's market. Fall is my favorite time of year for farmer's markets. I always judge a farmer's market by whether or not they have exotic mushrooms. And I was glad to find pink oyster and chestnut mushrooms, both of which I have never had before. And I lucked out. Another bakery was selling morning buns of their own. Morning buns are basically cinnamon croissants. I visited a few random shops out of curiosity, and I walked around admiring the Spanish Revival architecture. I got the signature potato skin pizza from Ojai Pizza Company. The defining feature of the Ojai skyline is the post office tower. It became a Ventura County historic landmark in 1975. The Ojai Ice Cream Company had great fall decorations too. At the Ojai Ice Cream Company, I got the chocolate chip cookie dough and lavender flavor ice creams together, and it was defiantly delicious. Not too weird when you think about lavender chocolate chip scones. The potato skin pizza was quite delicious. Some call the Ojai Valley California's own Shangri-La, renowned as a haven for those seeking good health and laid-back vibes. Ojai is truly a getaway from smog, agonizing traffic jams, and crowds. In fact, the local government has banned corporate chains. Personally, I first learned of Ojai when I learned it was the setting and it provided the filming locations for the 2010 Emma Stone film Easy A. Thomas Aquinas College was founded in 1971. This location is located in neighboring Santa Paula, California, and it has a sister location in Northfield, Massachusetts. The defining feature of campus is Our Lady of the Most Holy Trinity Chapel. The chapel cost $23 million to construct, and it blends elements of all the great Western religious architecture, which was quite a controversy. I stopped in downtown Santa Paula on the way to the Reagan Library. This public art caught my eye. It is a mural by Elloy Torrez, completed in 2003. From the Go Santa Paula webpage, the image demonstrates Santa Paula's Latino community from laborers in the fields to business and professional fields through hard work, perseverance, and determination. The mural also illustrates their love of family, country, music, and cultural awareness. The California Oil Museum is housed in the original Union Oil Company building. I got the idea to visit the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library when I saw that it was threatened by fire recently on the news. The library is also the final resting place of Ronald Reagan and his wife. Most museums that I visit are usually only a superficial experience for me, but the Reagan Library was different. Under his infamous Reaganomics, Social Security, Medicaid, and other safety net programs were cut, leading to increased suffering of the population. However, we both have experienced being poor, we are both optimistic, and we both believe in action and determination.
And trust. But how did he learn to speak and listen to a nation?
Being a lover of documentaries and film in general, I really appreciated the short film that they exhibited. The chair at the desk is the actual chair he used as Governor of California and President of the United States. I certainly felt that this holiday display about the arts melded me and Reagan together. The Air Force One Pavilion opened in 2005. The Reagan Library is the only presidential library with a former Air Force One on display. The particular Air Force One was one of 2 Boeing 707s that flew President Reagan and 6 other presidents from 1973 to 2001. Imagine having your prom here. Some high schools actually do. The 1983 Cadillac Presidential Parade Limousine joined President Reagan's motorcade detail in 1984. Custom features included special armor and body modifications, a 3-inch raised roof, and a telephone and public address system. By the 1960s, the Secret Service expanded their reach in presidential transport by flying the limousine to foreign lands to ensure the safety of the president. The 1986 Chevrolet Suburban is an example of a follow-up or chase vehicle used by the Secret Service. The Los Angeles Police Department started using Kawasaki motorcycles in 1976. The Sea King was the first helicopter to fly faster than 200 miles per hour, the first to fly nonstop across the United States of America, and the first to cross the Atlantic Ocean nonstop. Sea Kings use the General Electric T58 engine, which has proven reliable and durable for the VH-3 Marine One fleet since 1962. In June of 1984, the Reagans visited Ronald's ancestral homeland of Ballyporeen, Ireland, where to his delight local residents John and Mary O'Farrell named a pub in his honor. The pub closed for business in 2004, but the contents were saved and shipped to the Reagan Library. Now guests can enjoy warm Irish hospitality in the same surroundings as Reagan once did. Let's not forget that Reagan helped bring down the Soviet Union and the Berlin Wall. Camp David was a sanctuary for the Reagans. Camp David is a small U.S. Navy installation in the mountains of Maryland, managed by the Seabees. The Seabees are the Navy Construction Battalion, and they are responsible for building much of the temporary and permanent infrastructure at U.S. military locations around the world. Rancho del Cielo was President and Mrs. Reagan's 688-acre ranch in the hills above Santa Barbara, California. They owned the property from 1974 to 1996. It featured a 1,500 square foot house. More than once, President Reagan said that this was his favorite place on earth. Yes, the museum store. I love these places. I enjoyed talking about my camera to a staff member, and I bought a hat. And the outside grounds are often among the best areas. I never expected the Reagan Library to be one of my all-time favorite museums. This will truly be a special place for me for the rest of my life. Please subscribe and please hit the thumbs up button. And have a magical day.